When God was giving talent, balls were just too late. So they try to put me down, but it makes me more ambitious. Success is sweet, but revenge is so delicious. Haters gonna hate, haters gonna hate.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we are going to have Amumu, Vladimir, Nami, Tristana, and Zyra versus the blue team, who has Lee Sin, Zed, Zach, Graves, and Blitzcrank. So far, right off the bat, I just noticed a ton of CC on the red team and not a lot on the blue team. Also, a huge late game combo on the red team and a lot of early game and assassination carries on the blue team. So I'm very interested to see how this game is going to weigh out, because it's definitely going to be a rock, paper, scissors match of who wins the early game in the lane phase. But overall, you'll see that the red team has a 52.94% chance of winning, where the blue team has a 53.58% chance of winning. So again, it's about 0.6 advantage in favor of the blue team. It's not a lot. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. What? There we go. Hey, I don't know what just happened, but hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's here with another episode of the Diamond League with a special guest.
Hi, everybody. Get on me here. Ready to get some announcing going on. Spectate a high elo game.
Are you at the beginning of the game? Have
Yes.
you paused it?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna play in 3, 2, 1, play. So this will be a pretty interesting game, since we do have OneBadBrad in here. He is on Curse Academy. I believe he's still on there anyway.
Yeah, as far as I know.
But he's jungling Amumu, which is somebody I don't think I've seen in a while, except for in Korea. What about you?
No,
Have you seen it in any of your games?
I mean, every once in a while you'll find an Amumu because he's still a decent pick, but definitely less common than he used to be back in the Terror days when he was pretty strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting pick. Can still be good with certain teams, like Amumu and Zyra together. Stuff like that can be kind of scary. And Vlad, wow. Holy
yeah, well, it's
comp.
Amumu, Zyra, Vlad, and Nami. Like, Nami has her tidal wave and the bubble to follow up with it. But again, this is a solo queue game.
Exactly.
So how are you think they're actually going to be able to coordinate any type of attacks like this? That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah, it can be difficult, and there's certain people that you'll find you synergize with and others. So we'll see how the game goes, see what they think of each other, whether they're aggressive or passive, who's going to initiate. There's a bunch of different options there too. This is one of those games where it's going to come down to hoping that you can rely on your solo queue teammates. If he initiates, let's see if they follow up, one of those type things.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's going to take. That teamwork and that level of trust is really hard to do on people that constantly let you down, it seems. But
Yes.
anything can really happen. As far as the blue team is concerned, I'm a little bit worried about their team comps, because it seems like they have quite a few gap closers, except they just randomly have Blitzcrank. I really don't think Blitzcrank was a good choice. I think Janna would have been a much better choice, especially going against the people that are on the red team.
Yeah, honestly, unless this guy is some next level Blitzcranking.
He did steal the blue buff. Oh, did they get it?
Oh, wow.
No, I don't think they got it.
Oh,
wow, the red
Blitzcrank
team
got it.
Oh, he did get the blue buff.
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
Alright, so I take that back. Nice flash,
Oh.
getting away from it. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. Red team is still chasing. That is a very aggressive chase right into the enemy territory. And while the bubble finally coming out, that's going to be quite a bit of damage going down on his head. But a great grab going down onto Amumu. He's going to have to run away from this now. And
wow,
attacks some golems trying to get away. And Zyra's going to throw on the Ignite and a couple auto attacks just going to be able to get that first blood. It looks like he may just barely survive by the skin of his teeth.
Oh, but Graves up here. Oh, there it is.
Oh, great grab over the wall. Zyra already used her flash.
Oh, man.
Taken up by the tower. This Blitzcrank. 3 for 3 on grabs so far.
Wow.
Mad Life
So,
playing on NA server.
Going back to that godlike Blitzcrank that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Showing us that Blitz may have been a better pick than we thought.
Yeah. He may have just picked it because that's what he plays. It's just
Exactly.
Blitzcrank.
Man, lots of action before, I mean, anybody even got to lane. That is
very aggressive chase, though.
Yes, my goodness. It seemed like it was going to work out, but Blitzcrank kind of saved the day there with that pull on Zyra, so...
So what do you think about this top lane with Lee Sin versus Vlad? This seems like a very, very one-sided match in favor of Lee Sin, because I know Vlad does have quite a weak early game phase.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to Lee Sin being able to get a jungle gank from Zac and try to pick up a kill or two on Vlad early game. Because if they end up having a farm battle, Vlad is definitely going to outscale him into late game and be a lot more useful for his team. And Lee Sin top lane is kind of a champ that you need to have snowballing and hopefully get a couple items up so you can make plays rather than just go in and die instantly. So it'll be interesting to see if Zac can make a couple plays up there happen. See if they can try to get him going.
And what do you think about that red pot that Lee Sin has? Do you think that that's because he wants those early games, he wants that early damage going down?
He wants to try to get this Vlad. Oh, and Zac saying, I'm going to go for bot lane instead.
Oh, Grab just barely missed.
Wow, that would have been big.
Yeah, that would have been big plays for sure.
Yeah, so as far as this game goes, I mean, if they let the purple team kind of sit back and farm it up, I think they're going to have a very, very hard game ahead of them. It's going to come down to landing poles and getting good ganks from Zac in order to see who wins this game.
The only thing is they just don't have too much to lock anybody down. Their CC is pretty minimal outside of, Zac and a Blitz Power Fist.
Exactly. He's going to have to make sure he really pulls the right person. I mean, if he pulls anybody other than...
Zac going hard in the paint onto Zyra. Zyra's able to get the grasping versus to back that off. Wow, that was absolutely
Zed's putting a lot of damage. Oh, Zed started with a red pot as well that I just see going there too.
Yeah,
very
Zyra
aggressive
has a
lane.
cloth armor, so she was anticipating some form of offensive action coming out from Zed. Is that typical for mid laners to pick up cloth? I mean, I know almost all AP champions now go with armor masteries and things of that nature, but I typically don't see starting off on the cloth armor.
Ever since they made that change to the Zhonya's Hourglass, where you can get the Seeker's Arm Guard is what it's called, and it's made out of 2 cloth armor and Amplifying Tome, and you stack it up and it kind of... they made it so you can negate the early game AD damage because of just how strong...
Oh, Blitzcrank could be coming in. Ooh.
Oh, gosh, so close.
It's going in for Power Fist now. Is he just going to try to force out the jump? No. I thought that's what he was trying to do, possibly just force out that rocket jump from Tristana, because that is a lot of mana. Wow, beautiful bubble catch.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's some pro timing right there.
Yeah, you don't see that every day, that's for sure. I didn't even know you could interrupt him midway with some CC. That's
yeah.
Good to know.
Stuns like that and knockups are also effective against it.
Yeah.
I think that Zac may be spending a little bit too much time down on bot lane.
Yeah, they are kind of pushed up pretty far.
Yeah, there's in that last gank, as you saw, he just kind of ran up there and attempted to jump on him from the middle of the lane, and that's not quite the best ganking that you can see out of that.
At the same time, Lee Sin is just shoving Vlad to his tower all day, and I mean,
but if you look at the CS...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean...
Lee Sin did go back and he didn't even use his red pod, so he didn't achieve what he wanted to in the first 3 or 4 levels.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to wait until level 6, but now that he went back, he's going to be back in levels. But the grab coming out, the bubble disengaging that fight on the bottom lane. So that was pretty close, but it's not going to be enough. A huge CS lead actually coming out from Graves. Graves is up by about 10. And this is really early in the game to be down by 10 CS.
Yeah, it is. And that's because of that pressure that Zac was applying. So we'll see here. And, of course, you always have the scariness that is Blitzcrank, always having those hooks in the back of your mind when you're trying to CS.
Definitely. And I like the fact that every time that there's a potion going out. Wow, another very aggressive Power Fist coming out. Oh, is he going to go for a grab? No! Oh, flashes the bubble. Beautiful play. Nami forcing out the flash there. That would have been a good game for Blitzcrank, but he ends up grabbing the minion, and that was the worst thing to grab right there.
Yes.
Forcing out the flash, and now Zac is getting completely initiated on and obliterated. But Zed is coming in. Yeah, Zyra gets destroyed. Zac. Oh, is he going to fall down?
He's got his passive.
Yes, he does have his passive up still.
Ooh.
Oh, double flash.
Oh!
Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to go through, but oh my gosh, a huge huge exchange at the top
Wow.
lane as well.
Oh man.
There's so much action all at the same time, and a flash auto attack is going to pick up that kill. And
Ooh.
Graves almost fails the flash in place.
So
That was just-
overall,
So overall,
That's
that
a
was a
little
3-for-2
bit-
exchange in favor of the red team, but blue team is still a little bit ahead. Zach's passive did get popped, but he's going to be able to farm up those the minions at the
he also
base.
has steal on the red buff too, which
Yeah.
is denying Amumu that sweet level 6 experience that he needs.
Exactly. And he's super close to getting it. Well, he's still level 4, which is very dangerous since Zach is level 7.
Wow.
So Amumu's very, very far behind. With the blue buff being stolen and now red buff being stolen, Amumu's just been completely cut out.
Yeah,
Because Amumu basically relies on that blue buff.
exactly. And at this point now he's going to have to take Zyra's blue buff that she probably definitely wanted. But I mean, at this point he needs to take it because of how much he has been counter jungled. So Zyra's going to have a tough time in mid lane here, not getting her blue buff that she would like.
She's already had a tough time. I mean, she's down by almost 20 CS now.
Yeah,
And
this
she's
is
died twice. So,
putting on a lot of pressure.
yeah, it's probably too much pressure that she really wants to be dealing with it. They're really going to have to force out this late game. Vlad throwing down the ultimate on Lee Sin. Lee Sin is not backing down. He does not care. The troll pool coming out. Is he going to be able to exchange it?
He's
Zyra
just
will
came
the
back
same
up.
character
Let's see.
down.
Yep.
Oh!
Ooh.
Kick to the
Wow.
face. I still feel that Lee Sin's kick, even if it kills somebody, should still kick their dead body backwards and knock people
That
up.
would be a sight to see,
It
wouldn't it?
should happen. It should still happen. I still think you should get the benefits, or the benefits of the other half of his ultimate, even if you do kill somebody with it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Just a dead body flying through the team fights.
Yeah, I don't know if it would actually solve Lee Sin's lack of playability at professional level, but I definitely think it would cause a little bit more attention towards him.
Yeah.
And Zach is just wasting time in that bottom lane because the red team has a ward there. There's no way they're gonna do that. The great thing I do like about what blue team is doing is that they're forcing that lane to the tower, and Tristana is horrible at farming at the tower, just because that explosive shot.
Yeah, it makes it very, very difficult on her. And not just bot lane. I mean, all their lanes, all game have just been pushed to the max. And poor Amumu can't do anything about it because of how much counter jungling he's had to go through.
Exactly. It's because Zach has no lanes to gank, so he's like, whatever, I'll just gank the jungle, I suppose.
Yeah. No harm in farming it up with Zach, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow, Lee Sin actually already getting that Tiamat, possibly going for a Hydra, so it looks as if he's trying to do a split pushing build.
Hydra's the new thing on Lee Sin. It provides that sustainability he needs. Oh, the miscue. If he would have landed that, his ult was back up. That was a kill for him.
Yeah. But, ooh, nice bandage toss coming out. He is level 6, and that will be a very dangerous to dead. Is he going to go for it? He kind of juked for the kill.
Away.
Oh my gosh, Ghost now coming out.
See if he lands a bandage. Oh, what a kick.
Beautiful kick. That's exactly what he needed to do to get away from the potential of that. Oh my god! The bandage toss didn't even do anything. It just kind of brought him to him. Zach throwing down his let's bounce. Oh, misses his Q. Is unable to finish that up, but Zed's now here going to easily clean up that Amumu as Fly goes down to the hands of Zach. Tristana is dangerously low. I don't know what she is still doing hanging out there.
Probably going to head back at this wave now. Oh, man.
Luckily, Graves does not have his ultimate, or else that would be very dead Tristana. It would have been. Luckily, Nami has some quite a bit of healing to her, and you know she does have the Philosopher's Stone and some mana potions to help keep up that mana sustainability.
Nami's been a very popular pick lately. She has everything you need in a support, and people have been really finding out how to use her. She's definitely a very high skill cap champ. Man, stuttering on my words there. But I mean, she heals, knock up, speed up.
Ooh, the flash tornado. Not
Uh-oh.
gonna happen, but the bubble now going down. There's absolutely no way that Buster Shot launching him back into the tower. Easy pickup for the red team there. That was a very weird flash ultimate coming out from Blitzcrank.
Yeah, very
He flashed and then ulted, not ulted and then flash. Not like it would have really done too much, but it was still very odd looking.
Probably got scared when he saw Amumu out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's like, I don't like this tidal wave thing.
Run away, Graves. I salute you. Dragon pickup here coming in for the purple team. This is going to be big. This is what they need to get back in the game here.
It looks definitely help them. I mean, that almost equalized the gold. They're now only down by 1,000. It's not a lot to be down by, especially at 13 minutes. And oh my gosh, a huge Amumu trying to get away from it.
Oh!
Amumu is going to go down, runs right into the shadow. Oh my god, he ran right back into the shadow.
Oh. Wow, that is...
I can't believe he did that. He should have known it was there, and Zed just waited for it. He's like, whatever. And that teammate is actually doing quite a bit of work, but it took the tower shot, made the exchange not worth it. And Vlad's sustainability is quite high now that he's level 9.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Lee Sin, and I think you're right when you referred back to that kind of split pushing build. If you click on Lee, you'll see that he upgraded his E, which I believe is... Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Let me take a look. I think it'll tell me.
Talking about Cripple?
Yeah, Tempest Cripple.
Yeah.
Double name stuff. So he's definitely trying to go for that just big wave clear, and the electric crowd control is slow. I think he realizes at this point he's not going to really be able
nice
to...
bubble being landed onto Blitzcrank at the bottom, but there's not going to be too much going from it. It's weird that we're seeing like a completely different Blitzcrank now. I mean, he landed his first 3 grabs, and it's like he put his mom on the keyboard or something after that. What's going on? He hasn't landed a grab in quite some time.
He was being so aggressive earlier, too, and now he's just kind of... Yeah, look how he's passively playing. I think this could be one of those situations where Graves said, hey, man, I just want to farm now, because it hasn't been working out for them in a way. A couple of pulls, and then Amumu's there, and you kind of lose your confidence as a bot lane duo when stuff like that happens.
The thing is Graves is up by about 20 CS. Wow, a huge Let's Bounce going down onto Zyra in mid. Zyra's going to throw that ultimate, and she's going to do quite a bit. Stranglethorn's not going down, and Zed is trying to initiate onto him, trying to pick it up. And wow, she picks up the kill. Zach.
Tower to be able to finish.
The plants and the passive pick up the kill. That's going to be a double.
Poor action on bot lane is man.
Yeah, the bot lane is that is double kill for Tristana. Really not good. She's now 5-2. But Graves was able to shut her down, which is really going to help him now. That's going to give him quite a bit of bonus gold. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, despite Tristana having 5 kills and Graves only having 2, Tristana's, even though she's down by almost 30 CS, she's still up by about 200 gold. That Dragon really did help.
Yes.
And possibly taking a tower, if they end up doing it, could also help. Amumu finally is trying to get a little bit of farm just out of the lane by pushing out really hard. Kind of doing some proxy singe farming.
It's a proxy singe Mumu.
Yeah.
Proxy Mumu.
Yep.
I actually watched Zingy play a game as top proxy Mumu. And boy, that next level, quote unquote, coming out from Zingy right there. He was doing this before proxy was even cool.
Yeah, he does really weird things. Zingy is always just
it's
bizarre.
Fun watching people like that, that's for sure.
Vlad actually getting a ward in that brush, and this is not going to be good for Lee Sin.
I think this ult's going to...
Oh, he gets the ult. Is it going to be enough, though? Nami getting caught out of position as well. At the bottom lane, she gets the bubble, and oh, this is the anytime. Oh, Zach read that juke from Nami, and yeah, she will get fisted to death. The one thing you never want to happen to you is get fisted.
Graves just 1v1 Tristana down there.
Yeah, it doesn't... It kind of surprised me since she did proc her Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah.
She still wasn't able to win that duel.
Tower too.
Yeah, he did have some lifesteal, and he probably took off guard. I mean, they both have quite a bit of burst, but wow, Zyra going in for a huge Stranglethorns, but easily escaped. But
very well timed ult to avoid the knock-up by Zed there and all the damage, so it was well done.
Yeah, definitely. And the red team could be making a move for this middle tower, but I really don't think Zach's going to allow that. And I don't think going 1 versus 2 is really the smart way to do it.
Kind of regretted his decision there.
Yeah, immediately. Top tower is quite a big wave of minions. Well, actually, it's not big anymore, but it was big. And at least it's going to lose out on a little bit of experience. He is about even. Oh, a nice flash grab. Zach actually overshooting the slingshot, not expecting a flash grab. Zyra getting absolutely destroyed by the Let's Bounce. Her passing goes out. Oh, it almost kills him. Will the red buff proc it? I don't think it will. Nice play. Beautiful one for 0. At this point, I mean, the red team... I mean, in the past 5 minutes, they went from 1k behind to 4k behind. What is going to be their goal to come back from this?
they're gonna have to rely on their team fights and their ultimates. Earlier when Amumu started ganking bot and they had those 3v3s that they were winning, you could see how much his ult made a difference when he finally got it after all that time. And now they've kind of gone back to this whole 1v1 and 2v2s again, where Zed will shine, Lee Sin's good. They can't be relying on that. They have to get these team fights going again.
Definitely. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, because right there, Nami had to use her tidal wave to disengage the fight.
Exactly.
Tristana's getting quite pushed out by Zed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is really easy
Ooh,
to do.
barrier.
She was able to pull out the barrier as well as the buster shot. Oh, she
he
gets
got the ignite
ignited.
off.
Oh my god. Just embarrassing. Ooh, a nice grab onto that red buff. Lee Sin was able to steal that once again.
That'll be great for Lee Sin in top lane to fight that Vlad. It'll make a big difference, I think.
Yeah, especially with Vlad having Ghost. I mean, his flash is down, his Ghost is up, so that's his only means of getting away right now. Zac now pulling out directly onto Amumu, and support from Blitzcrank isn't really going to help. I don't know why he's just taking this much free damage. Stranglethorn's not going down. Oh, still pops him up just a little bit, and the grab! This was a bad idea. He throws down the less bounce, and yeah, he didn't even have his passive, so that kind of sucks. Let's pick up the kill. I don't think that was the smartest thing to do. That is the definition of solo queue communication.
I just noticed that Zyra over there picked up the Spirit of the Lizard Elder, which is the first time I've actually seen that. She's going for a almost burn type build, because Leandries has the overtime burn as well as the Spirit of the Lizard Elder.
And I think her plants actually proc that Leandris.
Yeah, that's exactly why she's doing it. I mean, very interesting choice. I've never seen it before, so I'll be interested to see how it plays out in the end.
Yeah, it's very weird. I mean, it is true damage, which is nice, but
yeah,
it's not a lot. And the fact that it's giving her AD, I just think it's a waste.
Yeah.
Maybe an experimental build, but I think as far as cost efficiency goes and with their scaling, I don't think that 30 true damage is really going to kill that much.
I mean, 10% cooldown reduction is nice. You're not going to be using the auto attacks really at all.
Not a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The health regen, mana regen is always nice, but it's still just not something that...
See what happens down at Dragon here.
He is just kind of soloing it right now. Mumu coming in, and they may have just a little jungling standoff of them not really being able to do much to each other.
Oh, here
Zac
comes
is getting completely caught out of position. If he gets stunned,
I think they're willing to trade these mid towers for this dragon.
Oh, which is a great trade for the blue team.
Yes. Let's see if they can get the second one. This will be big.
Yeah, if they get the inhibitor tower, that would be absolutely insane.
This is actually the perfect fight that I think purple team wanted. Let's see if they can catch him here with this team fight.
Mumu needs to get a good grab and a good hold. Less bounce down coming out from Zac. Zyra throws down the Stranglethorn, so only hits one member of the blue team, and that is really detrimental. And Vlad finally comes in, gets the mark onto 3 members of the blue team, and Mumu doesn't quite get out. Flashes over the wall right into Lee Sin. Now Zac going directly on, but gets led right into Tristana. Tristana tries to come after, gets completely trapped out of position, and now Vlad is ignited. There's no way he's going to survive this. Lee Sin missed it, anticipated, and juked.
He just wanted to give it the AD, right?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that was a complete clean sweep. 5 for 0 exchange, and this could be a surrender vote, maybe. And that's pretty dirty. I mean, they're down by 7,000 gold at this point. They're down in inhibitors, only 22 minutes in.
I mean, that was honestly the fight they wanted, but if you'll take a look in their jungle, look at those Blitzcrank wards. Just a clean 5 line across the jungle. There was no way they were going to get the initiation they wanted with those kind of wards down. Let that be a lesson, everybody. Wards are the most important thing in the game.
They're so important because information is key. The more information you have, it's like having a giant map pack.
It is.
Especially
it really is.
when they're in the jungle and you have a Blitzcrank. It's like, okay, I'll just grab one important person over the wall and you can't even see me.
There's the wards picking up another pickup over there.
Lee Sin and Zac going all out over this Amumu. Is he going to be able to do anything? Zyra comes in and Vlad does too. Is it going to be enough? Oh, Zac's passive proxies could be very bad, and yeah, he's definitely dead. Vlad picks it up, Lee Sin gets away. And that was a great 1 for 0 exchange for the red team. They really needed that. Granted, Zac didn't have a killing spree, so it's not going to help him too much, but it did proc his passive.
Indeed, that'll be big for the next fight. I mean, this is going to be very, very difficult for Red Team to come back here. They're going to have to either catch repeatedly, not just one time, I think a couple times, somebody on the blue team out of position here if they want to come back. And this is not what you want from your Tristana.
Caught out of the... Yeah, there's a really easy kill for Zed there. Tristana tried to jump away from it, tried to buster shot him away. There's just nothing happening there.
Yeah,
they reduced the range of the knockback on Tristana a while back.
Yeah, I mean, she was being used a lot of that in competitive play. She's a hyper late game carry. Speaking of which, I mean, this red team does have a huge late game comp between Vlad, Amumu, and Tristana, all very late game terrors. But I don't see them getting to that point, honestly.
Well, it looks like Zyra's going for the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, which is also a pretty decent item for her, since all of her plants will start slowing people.
Exactly, and the Leandries has to double the damage if the opponent is slowed, which is why you want to pick up that Rylai's Zyra, because your plants apply the burn and the slow, therefore you get a lot of damage out of just hitting somebody with one of those shooting plants.
Ooh, he's going right on to Vlad. Is Vlad going to be able to get away from this?
Oh,
nice on He's taking so much damage, and doesn't actually survive. Zed's coming in, easy pickup for him. But wow, that was a beautiful play by Vlad.
Well played by Vlad.
You didn't even see him when he's Anya's. He's just a circle.
Visible.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that a lot. Vlad going for a little bit of magic pen himself.
Oh.
Is there a lot of magic resist coming out? No, that is the question. It doesn't look like they're doing anything too heavily. I mean, outside of a Hex Drinker on Lee Sin, I guess Spirit Visage on Zac.
Yeah, Zac's getting Bulwark as well, which will provide a lot. I think Lee Sin's getting 2 Bulwarks, actually, or Aegises, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they may get double auras for Zac and Lee Sin. And they may
that'll provide a good amount.
And being terror all game. That could be a very strong combo right there.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, MR will work against the Zyra build as well, so the burn's not really going to do anything. Zac will just be able to out-sustain it.
A lot of damage going on. Zyra getting completely obliterated. Are the plants? She's trying to cut as much as possible. They're not going to be enough. She throws out the passive, unable to do enough damage. He's still burning, just barely gets out with 200 HP, which is not a lot of HP.
Oh! Oh, Blitzcrank got the blue again.
Oh my gosh. How do you steal that away from a jungler constantly?
Did you look at his summoners?
He has the wards every time. Yeah, he does have that smite. He didn't use it though. Look, it's still up.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, a nice job. Tristana does end up going down from the mark. Zac, and now the Amumu throws down the ultimate. Actually only catches one person in the blue team. Zac was able to pick up the Vlad, and now the red team is on a huge back foot. Once again, nobody has died on the blue team. A great grab from Blitzcrank, and that is a nice double kill for Zac. Is the blue team going to go for Baron on this? They were so low, and they already started it. I don't think that's a good idea, but it looks like they're going to.
Yeah, they have a lot of lifesteal.
Ooh, that grab almost landed. Yeah, they do have some lifesteal.
And I mean, I don't see Nami stealing this unless she pulls real hero Nami. Oh, yep. Nope. Yeah, Zac is very, very good at getting those objectives because his passive, when he has that Spirit Visage, he heals about as much as the objective does. So there's not really too much of a worry about getting engaged on there.
Yeah, especially with the Spirit Visage and the Bulwark.
Exactly.
Nothing he's really going to have issues with as far as taking objectives. And double smites on your team, it's going to be pretty hard to steal that away. Yeah, I do like that smite on Blitzcrank. I have seen a couple people pull it off very well. They'll throw out the smite and the grab at the same time. Yeah,
it can definitely lead to some big plays like we saw at the level 1 buff steal and stuff like that. The big thing to beating it is always being aware of it when you're down in the bot lane. Be ready for that smite grab and ward up your objectives. That level 1 invade, red team had 0 wards on the map, which is just something you cannot do against, especially a Blitzcrank with smite. That is just not thinking ahead.
Yeah, and they knew he had smite, so they knew they knew they were going to go for an invade. I just think they were a little bit too overconfident because of their team comp, although none of them started out with any CC.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just wasn't the best. Ooh, a nice Dragon's Rage coming out from Lee Sin, and attempted the Vanish Toss, wasn't able to do it. Zyra throws out her ultimate, and followed by the Tidal Wave. It's just not going to be enough. Nice grasping roots, landing on 3 members, but she does get grabbed and picked up.
Oh, got one.
Ooh, nice passive proc. Right on the Graves, the most important target they could have done. And now the Somnia's finally going down. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. He will pull shortly after. Went for the power burst, but was unable to do it.
That was not a bad fight coming out from Red Team, but it's just a little bit too late to have a good team fight even, because their tanks can sustain all the way through that damage.
Is that the surrender vote? They're doing weird things like a surrender vote. You can never tell, but sometimes people do some wackadoo shit. Already taking down next towers, right around 30 minutes. This is super close. And is echoing in. Amumu finally able to throw out Curse of the Sad Mummy. He's trying to do as much AoE damage as possible. He's going to get grabbed, and that is not a good time for the Sad Mummy. Sad for a reason. This game is just... Oh, it's getting pretty close. Forcing Blitzcrank to flash away. They're unable to pick up the Nexus tower and the Nexus. I think they were just messing around for too long. Vlad is now back. And... yeah, they have to go back. They're super low. They could easily been picked out by one ultimate from Vladimir. So at this point, being 13, almost 14,000 gold behind, is it even possible at this point? I mean, it's 30 minutes of the game. From my experience as a caster, every time I've seen somebody be 10k gold behind at the 20-minute mark, I've never seen a comeback. Yeah,
it's almost, I would say out of my 2,000 games played pretty much, I've probably only came back from that much gold down maybe 2 or 3 times. It's unbelievably difficult, and you really have to hope that the other team just gets so overconfident that they kind of start throwing the game.
But there's that, his ultimate is his Zanya's gonna, oh, just barely muted it. But Zed was able to pick up the kill, and Lee Sin now going right in. Once again, getting just Dragon Rage to the face. That's always classic. That Tristana missing her jump gets the Buster Shot though, and he is slowed down. There's nothing he can do about that. Almost gets the kill, but she's able to get away. Great play by her. And now Blitzcrank is in the enemy territory. He's good. Yeah, go for the win. Is that coming in from the back table? Yeah, Lee Sin's just gonna take down the Nexus.
He says, I'm done with this one, guys.
Yeah. He's already won this game. No, maybe not. Tidal Wave coming out. Not really doing too much. Zach is trying to get a slingshot. No, he's gonna flash away.
No!
Goes back in, starts the Let's Bounce, able to knock back Amumu. Amumu gets in for a flash curse, and Sad Mummy is able to snare up 2 of them. They're really trying to protect their base here, but is it going to be enough? That's a double kill for the Lee Sin. Lee Sin going right back on Amumu, the low on target. That's a triple kill. Can he get a penta? I don't think they're going to give it to him because Tristana's a fucking asshole. And the troll pool, of course, just going. That is going to be the game.
Purple team had the late game comp, but they just couldn't quite get to that game.
They had CC, they had so much CC. The blue team really didn't have much of anything. They were just able to split push and pick them apart because there was no grouping up of the red team early enough.
They beat them in the lanes.
Yeah, and the red team just weren't able to get to late game at all. They were pushing their towers the entire game and counter jungled. Every lane was losing. There's nothing you can do in those situations. So.
Exactly. It was a good try. They had a couple moments where they were starting to come back, but 1 or 2 of them just getting caught again. Zed got fed, Tristana on bot lane. Couple of mistakes ended up making it where they just couldn't quite come together as a team. As we talked about in the beginning, try to rely on other teammates in solo queue. Sometimes it just doesn't quite work out.
Exactly. Yep, but that's going to be the game for today, guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Make sure to hit up Get On Me Gaming on Twitch. He does go live on streaming. I'm not sure what his schedule is. What is your schedule? Do you have a schedule?
Pretty much every single day except for Friday, Saturdays. That's when I work.
Boo. Yep, so make sure to check him out. He's a great streamer. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Have a great day.